It was a year that we didn't really. We had hopes that we could go far, but we didn't really like think about, oh, we're gonna win a state championship. It wasn't a team that we would look at and say, oh, we're gonna win a state championship. We had, I mean, we had the talent to do it, but we didn't have like, we weren't a team per se. Um, we lost in the first round of playoffs. Uh, it was a tough loss because it was my first time in the playoffs. While being in varsity, so it was tough. But I think we got over it well. We worked in the summer. We put in a lot of work in the summer as because it was my freshman class basically all together that were gonna come into to my senior year. So we worked a lot and we built up our chemistry and we felt confident in the summer after we lost. We had already talked about it because we had the same coach freshman year, and then our year he was gonna be the varsity coach. So we had already talked about it years before, but we didn't really like say, "Oh, we're gonna win the state championship." But we had the feeling. In the beginning of the season, we struggled a little bit. I feel like it was because we was just adjusting to each other. But as it got along, probably like the third game of the season, we started rolling. We didn't lose until the last game of the season, literally the last game. Um, so I feel like the season went pretty well. Yeah, like regular season. Yeah, that team brought Brockton like closer because we hadn't like in the beginning we didn't really have that much support because people didn't know what we were doing. But towards the end during playoffs, we had so much support. Plus, we were one of the top ranked teams, so we had every playoff game at home, and all the support that was shown. A lot of people came out to support, and it was nice to watch. It was fun because people would actually come to watch the games. People were interested in watching the games. People didn't just come to have fun with their friends. People actually came to watch, and we delivered. So it was it was always fun, a fun environment to be in. It was in Worcester. Um, we played Longmeadow. We had never heard of them before. We didn't have any tape on them. We didn't really watch them. We got there. We felt really confident, a little bit way too confident, I think. Um, we went down in the first half. We were losing. It was the first time we were down that in that playoffs. We were losing 2-0. Um, During halftime, our coach talked to us. We felt confident still because we knew we could score 5 goals in a game. And we ended up scoring 5 goals in the game. So we won. We ended up winning 5-3, and that was probably one of the best feelings I've ever felt. I think it was definitely bigger when we got back to Brockton. We obviously we celebrated on the field, but yeah, it was definitely big when we got back. We had when we got back, we rallied for a little bit, like at the school. We was just there for a long time. The city had a parade for us. Um, there was just a lot of love being shown by the city. We got donations from banks and stuff for the school. Raised a lot of money for the school too. Being from Brockton has taught me a lot. Like has made me grow as a person because seeing the different backgrounds of everyone, it's like everyone's not the same in Brockton, so you can't really go and like there's so much diversity that you just feel welcomed.